Welcome to the Random Hacking video channel. Today I will show you a small demonstration of how SQL injection works and how it can be used to exploit web applications. Caution, please do not try this on public website without owner's permission. This video is only meant for learning and ethical purposes. A SQL injection attack consists of insertion of a SQL query via the input data from the client to the application. A successful SQL injection exploit can read sensitive data from the database, modify database data, execute administration operations on the database, recover the content of a given file present on the DBMS system, and in some cases issue commands to the operating system. The environment used for this demonstration is an intentionally vulnerable web server known as BWAP, a freely available online VMware image which can be used as virtual test environment. So let's see what we can do and achieve by injecting simple SQL commands in the website inputs. This target web page serves as a search engine for movies which could be linked to a database. To start with, we need to find an input query string using Network tab under Browser's Developer Options. Once the query string is identified, let's check how it behaves when it takes a numerical 1 along with a single quote. The SQL error in the response confirms that the page is vulnerable to SQL injection, and this query string can be further used as an input for our SQL commands. Let's check the number of columns available using order by clause. The output confirms that the hard-coded SQL statement in WebLogic has 7 columns in its select query. We can now use union clause to combine our own select statement having 7 columns. Let's query table information schema directly to fetch table names from current database. Since currently we do not know the column names, we will use numbers to represent all columns and reserve few columns for fetching data. We successfully got the output containing huge list of tables. We will be choosing the most sensitive table such as users table, which could store user account ID and password. Let's further query it. Currently we still do not know what columns we should query in the users table, so let's query the column schema associated with this table to get its available column names. Once we have successfully got all the table column names, let's select the most sensitive columns such as login and password. We are not so far to compromise user accounts. Finally, once we know the columns to query, we will now be able to get access to the actual data stored in the table. Let's query the same and check. Voila! We finally got access to all the stored user IDs and passwords. If passwords are hashed with obsolete algorithms, we can use online tools to reverse the hash and get its plain text value. We now have compromised one user having username B and password bug. If you think you have learned something from this video, please hit like and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for new hacking videos.